What up, everybody? It's your boy CG back at you guys again with another crypto video. Now, in today's news, we're going to be discussing three extremely crucial pieces of information that have surfaced over the past day. And first and foremost, we're going to be discussing this: the fact that virtual currencies are expected to be regulated in China on October 1st. Now, as you guys all know, China recently cracked down on ICOs and on exchanges, closing down several of them. Chinese media outlet Jinsei reported that laws governing the use of virtual currencies in China will be enacted October 1st of 2017. States that Chinese cryptocurrency regulations were incorporated into the general principles of civil law, which was voted and passed on March 15th. So, from what I took from this, everybody, they went through the process of, I guess, I'm not going to say full hard legislature, but they kind of put some type of rules guidelines together for exchanges and for cryptocurrencies, not for ICOs, because clearly a lot of people are trying to well, not even people, a lot of countries are trying to veer away from the ICO territory right now because it's running rampant with a whole bunch of scams in the form of crowd funds for smoke and mirrors cryptos. But as far as the exchanges, that did go a little bit far. So this is really good news for the Chinese market. Jinsei has reported that the general principles of the civil law of the People's Republic of China, which is expected to come into effect October 1st, will see Chinese cryptocurrency regulations implemented for the first time. Will be treated as virtual property under Chinese law. Chinese academic professor Deng Jianping stated that Bitcoin cryptocurrency can be classified as virtual assets. That's awesome. See that I love to see just stuff like this because, man, it just means they understand that it's a money making tool. They understand that they can't stop it, so why fight it? You know what I mean? I understand the crackdown on ICOs, of course. Jinsei asserts that the crackdown on exchanges was motivated by small platforms not seriously implementing anti-money laundering and KYC policy requirements. So there you guys have that as well. The publication also cites the decision to allow China's major cryptocurrency exchanges to reopen following PBOC investigations, implying that the recent crackdown on cryptocurrency exchanges is temporary and should not be interpreted as a general prohibition on cryptocurrency. Two Chinese Bitcoin exchanges will be operational when the legislation comes into effect. So that's awesome news to hear. This week, leading Bitcoin exchange BTCC stopped accepting deposits in yuan and cryptocurrency. Although the exchange will stop all trading operations by September 30th, the BTCSA will continue to process withdrawals until the 31st. The Chinese government's decision to cease operations of all exchanges except for OKCoin and Huobi right before the nation's virtual currency regulations are set to come into effect has led to speculation that the surviving exchanges may be the only cryptocurrency exchanges permitted to operate in China moving forward. So yeah, guys, really good news if you've been following this, and just I'm looking forward to it. That means is possible. Huobi and OKCoin are probably going to see an influx of Chinese traffic. It's going to go crazy. Really looking forward to seeing that. In other news, banking regulator opens the door to national license for Bitcoin firms. So see, this is what I'm saying. They understand people are slowly but surely. This whole news video, this crypto news video, is basically an awareness video. People are understanding where the space is going. The acting comptroller of the currency for the U.S. Treasury Department has said he is open to the idea that a new breed of banks might one day conduct business in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Speaking at an event hosted by the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia Thursday, Keith Noreika, the newly named director of the agency tasked with supervising all national banks, went so far as to state publicly that he foresees a future in which Bitcoin companies might be granted fintech charters. Proposed licenses designed to simplify the way startups do business across state borders. Currently, Bitcoin companies and traditional money transmitters need to comply with a complicated network of regulatory regimes in all 50 states. But despite being open to crypto businesses applying for charters, Norica went on to strike a cautious note on their chances of being approved. So he's not guaranteeing it, but he's saying, hey, I'm not going to turn you away just because you want to see innovation in this space. Like, I'm open to it, but just be prepared to have a whole bunch of no's thrown at you. A longtime lawyer with a history of working in banking, Norica was appointed acting comptroller by President Trump. Then I always long suspected that Donald Trump actually had invested in cryptocurrencies. I've always thought this in the back of my head, but you never know. Let's see how this plays out. He said, I don't think it's my position as a government official to ever say no to anything or any idea of any American who wants to come in and petition the government for a benefit from the government. Be cautious with your optimism. Any mention cryptocurrencies? He made his comments after it was practically devoid. He's the one who introduced the topic. Was Evangelos Benos, a senior economist at the Bank of England, who discussed his paper published last month, The Economics of Distributed Ledger Technology. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna post these articles in the video description that you guys can come check out for yourself. They're really informative. I love them. I love them. Like, no joke, I loved reading these articles. Like, they really spoke to my soul today, because I was just telling everybody yesterday or the day before yesterday that it can't be stopped, bro. Like, awareness is out here, is like adoption is taking place. All this FUD, all these scares that people are trying to incite into people are actually backfiring, because it's only breeding curiosity. Because you know how the human mind works. You tell them no, they want to know more about it. They want to do it. So you tell them something's bad, they're gonna want to know, why is it bad? But why? They're gonna have questions. So they're gonna move forward, and they're gonna try and see what's going on. But yeah, I'm telling you. Let me see right here. IMF chief Lagarde tells central bankers not wise to dismiss virtual currencies. Lagarde, head of the IMF, warns central bankers that Bitcoin is rising. She has told them not to discount digital currencies because they are gaining more adoption and traction. Lagarde addressed this issue in a conference Friday in London. She said digital currencies might give existing currencies a run for their money. In many ways, virtual currencies might just give existing currencies and monetary policy a run for their money. The best response by central bankers is to continue running effective monetary policy while being open to fresh ideas and new demands as the economies evolve. She understands that digital currencies are still in infancy. Like I said, there's a scalability factor because the volatility of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin hasn't filled all the way out. But I guarantee you, as time passes, the blockchain technology is going to evolve. Bitcoin is going to start to fill out. The volatility spikes are going to be less and less. They're going to just occur less and less, and you're going to see a really stable market as everything starts to fill out, and all the fakes are picked apart from the good. The cream of the crop as far as altcoins and other cryptocurrencies. So she said digital currencies are unlikely to replace traditional ones for now. Right here, they are too volatile, too risky, and too energy intensive because the underlying technologies are not yet scalable. She also mentioned that the high profile cases of exchange hacks like Mt. Gox debacle has caused mainstream investors to be wary of big investments into the space. Technical innovations will push Bitcoin into the limelight. Awesome. Mainstream awareness and other perspectives. She represents a growing number of influential people who recognize the power of Bitcoin and blockchain. There are still those who disagree, like Miss Demon and Mr. Bell. Recently called Bitcoin a fraud. Not to mention China recently banned ICOs. But as you guys just saw, you guys read the same article. You guys just read this. But anyway, continuing on with the article. You guys have seen that. How are these comments actually not harm Bitcoin? For every negative comment or publicity, there are positive comments and activities. For instance, Japan recently endorsed 11. I was going to do a video on that, but hey, cat's out the bag. Japan recently endorsed 11 exchanges and became Asia's dominant Bitcoin hub. The love of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies seems to be accelerating at a greater pace despite significant pushback. You can't stop it. It won't stop. It won't. Well, yeah, everybody, that's crypto news for today. A little daily wrap up. Not doing an overview today. I'll probably be back at you guys tomorrow with another crypto video. This your boy CG. Peace. I'm out. God bless.